Do you have a moment, Marcella?
Yeah? What's the matter? You must be already on your way home on the train if you're texting me.
Yep, I just got on the train earlier.
Must have been a hard day of work.
I thought I should tell you before I got home.
What is it?
I'm changing offices. The company told me that they were moving me to a different branch.
What? Where are they moving you?
To California.
Oh, California's where you grew up, right? Is your new office close to your parents' house?
The office is in a different town called S-City. It's a bit far away, maybe 40 or 50 minutes by car.
I see. It's not exactly close, I guess. But that's a 2-hour plane ride from where we live right now. To be honest, this timing is terrible. I just got a job as a full-time employee at the supermarket as well, and the children are making good progress in their soccer club.
Oh, it's alright. I'll just move to California on my own.
What?
I requested the apartment the company is going to rent for me to be of 1L DK or 2 DK size. I'm just waiting for their reply right now. There's not enough space for a family of 4 to live in, you know?
Don't tell me that. Did you already reply to the company saying that you'd go?
Yep, I already formally replied that I will be going.
Hold on just a minute. This isn't something you can just decide on your own without talking to me or your children first.
But didn't you just say how it would be inconvenient for you and the kids to move to California? I guessed as much before you told me, which is why I accepted the relocation offer.
Even if that ended up being the outcome, don't you understand that there's a big difference whether the decision was made just by you or whether it was made after you had consulted the whole family?
It's fine. I'll probably be able to come home once a month, and I won't forget to call and text you guys.
I'm saying that it's not as simple as you're making this sound like.
Oh, I'm begging you, Marcella, stop being so selfish.
I'm being selfish?
It was an order given to me by the company. I can't just say no to them because of my own personal reasons, can I?
But didn't they ask you first whether you were willing to go or not? Don't you think it's a little messed up that you said yes without even consulting me or the kids first? I don't understand how complaining about your actions is just me being selfish.
Marcella, it's already been decided. There's no point in you trying to argue anymore. I'm going to be packaging my stuff on the weekend, so why don't you help me then, Marcella?
Tell the children about this yourself, all right?
Huh?
You're the one who decided to go and live on your own. You're also the one who didn't listen to what I had to say. Then at least explain to the children why you're moving away yourself.
Wait, isn't that your responsibility, Marcella?
Explain it to them yourself.
Huh? Fine. Hey, Marcella.
Angelo? It's the first time you contacted me in 3 weeks. I never expected that I would have to wait 3 weeks before you contacted us as soon as you left for work.
Oh, yeah. How are you and the kids?
It's the same with us here. The children are happy and are going to school.
I see, I'm glad to hear that. I'm really busy with work these days. I had to work overtime today as well.
Oh, is that so? But didn't you say that you would be visiting us once a month? Can I take that to mean that you'll be visiting us soon? After all, it's already been 3 weeks.
I don't think I can come and visit this month. Not that I don't want to.
Why can't you come?
I'm really busy with work. My boss even scolds me every day.
So you go to work on weekends as well?
What? No, I'm not that busy.
Then aren't you the one who decides how you spend your weekends and what to do on them? Don't tell me you're just too lazy to come, are you?
Of course not. I'm just having trouble adjusting to my new life, which means that the exhaustion accumulates. I kind of want to relax on weekends as well. I want to come home, but I worry that if I overwork my exhausted body by coming home on a weekend, it'll have adverse effects on me when I return to the office. Oh, and I even have to do all the household chores myself now that you're gone. Marcella?
I guess a change in lifestyle is sure to cause some amount of exhaustion.
Right? I'm so glad you understood.
Your mother is doing the household chores for you, right?
Uh,
Hold on. Let's get things in order. You brought your mother with you to California, right? Do you think I didn't know or something?
wait, how did you know?
Did you forget that I used to work at the very same company you're working at? I quit my job once I got pregnant, but I'm still in contact with some of my former colleagues. The girlfriend of one of my former colleagues went on a business trip and stayed in the same town you are now for 2 weeks. That's when she saw your mother going in and out of your apartment multiple times. It was obvious by how she was acting that she was living with you.
oh.
What's the meaning of this? Weren't you supposed to move to California on your own because you were relocated?
What, didn't I tell you this already? That I'll be bringing my mother to California with me?
Huh?
My mother got nervous that I'll be moving away to live on my own. She's been living on her own at my parents' house ever since she divorced my dad, which is why I thought this was a chance to alleviate some of her loneliness.
This is the first time you told me this.
What? I thought I already told you.
Did you bring her to just make her do all the housework for you? Wait, no. That's not the reason.
What?
Your mother doesn't think highly of me, right? Every time I meet her, she insults me. And even now, after we've been married for 13 years, she still tells me to give her back her son. Until now, we've been living a fair distance apart from her, which meant that we only met 1 or 2 times a year. I was able to ignore it if it was just 1 or 2 times a year, but suddenly, the company approached you with an offer to relocate you to California and work at an office less than an hour's drive away from your parents' home. There's no way your mother wouldn't immediately take advantage of the situation. When the offer of relocation was brought up to you, you told your mother about it before you told me, didn't you?
Well, actually,
Your mother's probably the one who recommended you to take the offer of relocation, right?
well, it's no big deal, even if she did. My mother is so happy that she's going to be able to live closer to me than she did before. I think she'll calm down if you give her some more time. Right now, let's just wait and see how she behaves. Forgive her for now, alright?
Fine. Then you need to come home on weekends.
Huh?
You keeping your promise to come home at least once a month is my condition in allowing this freaky living situation to continue.
Fine, I accept. Hey Marcella, if I told you that I will be moving to my parents' house, would you get mad?
Huh?
I'm kidding! It's just a joke! Bye then!
Hey, Angelo, do you realize that it's been exactly 3 years since you moved to California without us?
Huh? Oh, it's already been that long?
You only kept your promise in coming to visit us every month for the first 3 months.
It's not my fault. Balancing my personal life and my work life is really difficult.
I'm impressed at how you just say such things with utter confidence. Don't you have plenty of time to make out with the woman you're cheating on me with? Did you think I didn't know? There was no sign of you coming to visit us, and there was this period when you kept telling me nonsense. Which is when I got suspicious and did some digging. You now live at your parents' house and you go to work from there, right? On top of that, you're even living with this other woman, right? And apparently this woman is someone your mother introduced you to as a candidate for your second wife.
Shit. You know that much already?
I have no intention of forgiving you for cheating on me, and I'm not going to forgive your mother, the cause of all this as well. We need to get divorced.
What, divorce?
Why are you surprised? The person you are now is someone who betrays his children, agrees with his mother's insane plans without a second thought, and makes out with his new girlfriend that he also happens to live with at his parents' house. I have no need for a husband like that. Please get away from me as soon as possible.
But...
I'm going to take custody of the children, and I'm going to ask you to pay for child support.
What, even the kids?
That's right. The kids are going to be living with me.
But I'm the father. You can't just make decisions on such important matters on your own.
Oh, is that so? Who's the one who suddenly decided to leave his family and move to California 3 years ago again?
Uh,
Not only did you not give our children an explanation that they would be satisfied with, but you barely even contacted or visited us during these past 3 years. Thanks to that, they've gotten quite used to living without a father. Both of them told me recently that they're going to forget Dad's face at this rate.
hey, don't make them say such things!
I warned them not to say such ominous things. But isn't this a consequence of the situation you made by not coming to visit for so long that your kids are beginning to say such things?
Even if you tell me all that now.
I told you over and over again to come and visit us. It's you yourself who casually ignored all my requests and chose to live with your mother and this other woman instead. I'm not going to let you say that you didn't have me proposing a divorce for you in the future as a possibility in your mind.
But my mom...
It's true that your mother who pushed you to cheat on me is wrong as well. But you're just as guilty as her, for instead of stubbornly rejecting her request, blindly obeyed and started cheating on me.
Marcella! Why don't you bring the kids with you and come live with me at my parents' house?
What?
I'll break up with this other woman I cheated on you with.
You do realize that me and your mother are not exactly on good terms, right? To be honest, I think that one of the reasons she introduced this other woman to you in the first place was to hurt me. I don't want to live with someone like that.
We can just separate the house into 2 living spaces so you won't have to see each other.
I admire your creativity, but I'm saying that I don't want to be anywhere near her, let alone live in the same house. I've already gotten to the stage of hiring a lawyer to take care of the divorce.
A lawyer?
I don't need to mention the alimony I'm going to be asking of you for cheating on me, right? And if I get custody of the children, I'm going to be asking you to pay child support for the both of them.
But have mercy on me. This could all be solved if we just agree to listen to what the other person says and be patient for just a bit, like adults.
You're getting on my nerves. Then should I tell you that I don't want to live with a degenerate that tells her child to cheat on his wife?
What'd you call my mother?
Both me and the children see you as having a mother complex precisely because you make such reactions.
Huh? A mother complex? Me?
It honestly scares me that you made all this mess without ever realizing it. Anyways, we're getting divorced. Please wait for my lawyer to contact you.
Hold on! I'm not finished talking to you. You can't just decide things on your own like this.
That being said and done, I made Angelo pay an alimony just like I said I would. Thankfully, I was able to gain custody of the children too, so I made him pay child support for the 2 of them as well. Also, I found out a bit more about Angelo's situation after everything had been done, but apparently the woman Angelo had been going out with didn't know he was married. She was told by Angelo's mother that Angelo was in no relationship and that he had no children. Her parents found out about the situation and were furious, deciding to make both Angelo and her mother pay an alimony. Owing to all of this, the total amount of money the 2 had to pay exceeded $100,000. And they were forced to get the money by both selling their house and by borrowing huge loans. By the way, it seemed that everyone at the office Angelo was working at found out about how he cheated on me. He couldn't stand all the rumors and quit, it seems. Now the 2 of them live in a warehouse owned by a relative and work part-time jobs day and night to pay off the massive debt they have.